Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you hit that sub button as we are 11 away from 200. And in today's video, we're going to talk about a trade scenario, a team that, doesn't really get talked about when it comes to the Oilers and them, and it's the Nashville Predators. You might ask yourself, why is he going over this? But before I start that, I just want to say thanks for all the support, and sorry I haven't posted much. I got a new job and today was a day off, so I thought I'd go and make a video for you guys. So I was just on Cap Friendly. I went kind of, let's use cap room. And I was kind of intrigued by Nashville being one of the bottom 5 teams in the NHL with the lowest cap space. So I clicked on it, I did my little thing, or I went through it, and they have $12.9 million in cap space. Now that got me thinking, how do they have so much with a lot of great talent on that team? Some decent, really good players. Problem is, the Nashville Predators only have 10 forwards. Now you might see where I'm kind of going with this now. Well, if they have 10 forwards and 7 defensemen, okay, 7 defensemen's good. They're short forwards by 2 or 3. Now, you look at the names on this team: Ryan Johansson, Duchesne, Forsberg, Arvidsson, Sissons, Jarnuk, Nick Cousins, Brad Richardson. They don't really have a fourth line. So if I look at their fourth line, I'm thinking, okay, Jakob Ternin, Luke Kunin, and Rocco Grimaldi. Well, you might be like, who are you talking about? That's their fourth line right now. Now, if you go third line, okay, you might have Yarnock, Cousins, and Richardson, which isn't a bad third line, if you ask me. So that fourth line needs to get boosted, and they got room to get 3 more players. Well, the 2 players from Edmonton that would fit that team perfectly for the fourth line is Alex Chiasson. Who is a decent player, don't get me wrong. He had, I think, 24 points. I'll get to that in a minute. And then Jujhar Khaira, which, Khaira's time in Edmonton, he had 1 good season, and that was it. Khaira cannot find his way up the roster. He hardly can find his way onto the roster at this point. Which gives me a thought. Well, what if we did Jujhar Khaira and Chiasson, or one of them, for a pick and a player or something? Now, I kind of said there's Nick Cousins, Brad Richardson. Brad Richardson's 35. So maybe this is where you go, okay, look, you give us a 4th round pick, you got the cap room, we'll give you Khaira and Chiasson, or at least one of them. Now you go down to their picks. Where are the picks here? They got 2 4th rounders. They got their own, and they got Colorado's 4th as well, which I don't know what they did to get Colorado's 4th, but they have Colorado's 4th. Maybe they are willing to part with one of the 4th rounders for either one Chiasson or Jujhar Khaira. Now, if I was the Nashville Predators, I would take Jujhar Khaira, no doubt, or Alex Chiasson, sorry, no doubt about it. He's proven he can do it. So, if I were the Nashville Predators, I'd go look at their stats. So Khaira, he played 4 games in the playoffs this season, 0 points. He was a plus-minus of 0. Those are his only 4 playoff games. So then this season he had 10 points in 64 games. He was a minus 19. Not really a guy Nashville's probably looking for, but could be an easy pickup for the 4th line to get a bit more toughness within the organization. Now you go to Alex Chiasson. 2 points in 4 games in the playoffs this past season, plus 1. He has 6 in 34 career because he was with Washington. But you go to his points. He had 24 points in 65 games. Okay, so you go 24 points in 65 games minus 3. That's pretty good for a fourth liner. You can't take away that Alex Chiasson is actually a decent third, fourth liner. He is. Now, his career 186 points in 519 games, OA minus 30. So what I'm trying to ask you guys too is, would you consider trading Alex Chiasson for a fourth round pick or Jujhar Khaira for more? And I believe that there could be a trade worked out. Maybe Nashville's just waiting to see if they sign Hoffman before they go and make a trade, or maybe they're looking for a restricted free agent that, we got 12.9 million cap space. They got all their picks. So I don't see why not they can part with a fourth. So I believe there could be a trade in the works with the Nashville Predators, and for good reason. Jujhar Khaira can play the penalty kill, which he isn't terrible at. He's pretty decent. Grab the puck, shoot it down. Alex Chiasson power play, he can fit in anywhere in your lineup if he needs to for a game. He knows how to score. He's that big presence in front of the net. And if you could package deal these two guys to go to Nashville I'm willing to give up just for a fourth pick. That opens up a lot of cap room for the Edmonton Oilers for sure this season. Another at least $3 million, I believe it was, where you could go, spend that money on Ethan Bear, the $3 million. That way, in case Clefbaum doesn't actually go and say, yeah, I'm not getting the surgery, you still got Clefbaum on your roster, good to go. Which Clefbaum should get the surgery if it's my opinion, but that's a different video. So let me know in the comments if you would do Chiasson or Khaira or both in a package to the Nashville Predators. And sorry this was a shorter video, first one in a couple days. I'll catch you guys on the next one.